Today we're going to do a playthrough of the teams that I showcased in yesterday's video in this Kizuna Clash against Sabo and Koala. First up is the Quick Boss, which we're going to use a Rocks Pirates friend captain, and we're going to use Versus Law as a captain as we showcased in the video yesterday. So this is quite an easy Kizuna Clash. There aren't really that many debuffs. The health is also pretty low since it's not a super boss. You don't need to worry about the damage at all, and since the only boosting units are Dragon and Ginny, and most probably you're not going to pull on those banners because they're absolutely horrible, you don't even need to worry about boosted units. The reason why I haven't used the Dragon friend captain is because I don't have many rev army units, so it becomes really hard to build a team with it. Now to get to stage 2, they're gonna have 7 turns of defense up, 1 turns of damage threshold, and if we reduce the defense or remove the defense up, then we switch one of our crewmates to a captain. Now we're going to use a Rocks Pirate special. As you can see, I'm performing the action special. That is not required, it's not necessary, because all the action special does is increase our damage, and as I said, the damage isn't really the problem, especially on stage 2. So what the Rocks Pirate special does is it gives us a full board of orbs with Semla and Tandem, gives us an orb boost, and the important thing is that with the Jozu support, it removes 1 turns of damage threshold. It also removes 1 turn of defense up, but that's not important. Next we're going to use the Versus Law special. Versus Law is extremely important here. So what he does is he sets the enemy defense to 0 through all immunities, which automatically gets through the defense up. What he also does, which is very important, is that if you have 6 striker characters in the crew, he changes your middle right character to your captain. As you can see, he changed Rock Pirates to the captain. This then doesn't allow your enemy to get interrupted. Law also gives us an overheal buff, which allows us to activate the EX super of both our Rock Pirates captains. I'm using the EX super of our main captain, not our friend captain, because he won't be the captain next turn. Just this much is easily enough damage to get through stage 2. Now for stage 3, they're going to give us 9 turns of bind on the left column, 8 turns of damage reduction, that is rainbow shield, 2 turns of damage nullification, and for 3 turns with all colored orbs as well as tandem orbs, our damage is reduced by 90%. And if we change our orbs, they inflict a barrier on us. Now I'm using Jack special first. Jack is just a striker character that gets rid of 6 turns of attack down. That's all he's here for. So you launch a special, he gets rid of 6 turns of attack down. He also removes the damage reduction, but it's not necessary. Next we use Rocks Pirate special. Rocks Pirates gives us a full board of orbs. Now because we're changing our orbs, they're gonna inflict a barrier, but that's not really a problem because Rocks Pirates actually gives us 3 tandem orbs, so we can get through the barrier with that. Yeah, so they're going to interrupt and inflict a barrier. The damage reduction, even if Jack doesn't get through the 8 turns, Rocks Pirates captain actually reduces damage reduction by 100%, so you don't need to worry about that. We launched the other Rocks Pirate special for more damage. We're now launching the Roger Pirate special for just more damage. Roger Pirates is not necessary at all. He's just a powerful striker character that gives us more damage, gives us color affinity. You can replace him with any striker character. So yeah, we're launching him. Now we're going to launch Ferro. Ferro is also not important. He is not required. He is just a striker character that's also Dex. Because the boss is quick, so I wanted at least 1 unit that's super effective against the boss. That's why I just chose a Dex striker character, that's Ferro. He also gives us a base attack boost. Now we're going to launch the EX super of the Rocks Pirates. Just extra damage, they're going to give us 50% resistance. We use the Versus effect of Law, gives us extra damage on the final tap, but we're not even going to reach the final tap because all we need to do is use 3 taps to get through the barrier. So yeah, 3 tandem orbs, we tap them, gets through the barrier, and we have way more damage than required. It's easily going to last you to the entire Kizuna, no problem. Now moving on to the INT Boss, sorry, not the Sabo Boss, the INT Boss. We're going to be using a friend captain Shanks, 10th anniversary Shanks. This is the alternate ink, so if you have the regular ink that's still the same character, don't worry, he has this exact same abilities. And we're going to use our captain, Roger Pirates, Roger Rayleigh Gaban. Now these captains are really important for the final stage. In the first stage, all we're going to get is cooldown, and you don't really have to worry about it. You just get through the turtles. This team also is really good for damage. You don't need to worry about the damage, and it only actually has like the 4 important characters. Technically 5 if you count Nami, but Nami can be very easily replaced. Shiryu can also be very easily replaced, but Shanks, Roger Ailey Gaban, and Carrot Wanda, especially Carrot Wanda is extremely important. Now at stage 2, what they're going to do is they're going to special reverse our crewmates by 3 turns. They're going to lock our slots, give us unfavorable slots, and turn all colored arms, including bomb, to unfavorable. So we're going to use a super switch with Carrot and Wanda and launch our special, which gives our crewmates 3 turns of cooldown. That's why Carrot and Wanda is so important. Not many characters in the game give more than 2 turns of cooldown. Carrot Wanda gives 3 turns, which means they are really good for this stage. Now as you can see, once the enemy is defeated, they give us 60,000 damage. That's why we're going to launch this Shiryu special, which gives us a 90% damage reduction for one. 90%, 95%, I can't exactly remember. But it's a really big damage reduction. He also gives us color affinity. He's a free-to-play character from the treasure map. If you just play the treasure map, you can pick him up from the shop. You just need 1 copy and a little bit of limit break materials to reduce his special charge time. Now we're launching Nami special. This is because she gives us a full board of tandem orbs. Now because our orbs are locked, we can carry these tandem orbs to the final stage. So this is really good. Gives us a full board of tandem orbs which are not unfavorable. And now you can actually launch Roger Ailey Gaban's EX Super since they don't really do anything, but even without it you have so much damage you don't need to worry. And yeah, there you go. I Miss My Perfect and Luffy Zoro Sanji are still remaining. Lots of damage, and because of the damage reduction we get barely any health back from this. Now moving on to the boss. Our HP is above 50%. So we get 9 turns of bind on our crewmates. We get hunger for 2 turns. They also have a damage limiter of 90% and 7 turns of damage threshold. Now because of our captain Roger Ailey Gaban, the damage threshold is reduced by 100%. So we don't need to worry about that. And because of our captain Shanks, he reduces bind by 10 turns. So we don't need to worry about that either. We are launching Luffy Zoro Sanji purely for the attack on orb boost. They are a powerful Sai slasher. They also activate both Roger Ailey Gaban and Shanks' EX Super. So they are a good character for this. The hunger is reduced by Carrot and Wanda. They reduce 1 turn of hunger, and Shanks by 1 turn of hunger. You don't need hunger tablets. You don't need dupes of those characters because you have 2 of them. They reduce the hunger. So launching Roger Ailey Gaban just for more damage, extra damage. Your utility already comes from the captain abilities of Shanks and Roger Ailey Gaban. You don't need to worry about it, and you also don't need to worry about the defense up because the health is above 50%. Launching Nami's EX Super for extra damage. Doesn't really do much. It just gives us I think Super Striker. Now launching Roger Ailey Gaban's EX Super. They also really don't do much. Yeah, and we're gonna leave Shanks special because you can only do 90% damage. As you can see, just 1 tap, easy damage is not a problem at all. Gonna attack us, not much damage. Now after 1 turn, they're gonna have a 3-turn barrier of recovery orbs. This is where we're gonna launch Shanks special because Shanks actually reduces 3 turns of barrier. That's amazing, and it allows us to get through this stage no problem. He also gives us so much damage, so much color affinity. And gives us a full board of orbs. As you can see, the barrier is completely gone. Now we can launch his EX Super. Already we have a bunch of damage because the enemy only has 10% health remaining. We have so much damage. You can also launch his Rush special, which gives us tremendous amounts of damage. The damage is not a problem at all. If you have any questions, be sure to ask them in the comment section down below. I'll be sure to answer every single one of them. Subscribe for more Treasure Cruise content. Thank you.